The distress signal pulsed through the void of space, a desperate cry echoing across the stars. Captain Tom Wilson of the Earth exploration vessel Dauntless stared at the blinking translation on his command console. "It's definitely not human," Lieutenant Reed confirmed, her fingers dancing across the holographic interface. "Signal origin is approximately 12 light-years from our position in the Scifi system. Can we understand it?" Tom asked, leaning forward in his chair. Reed nodded. "The AI translation matrix has processed it. It's a standard distress protocol, SOS in the universal language of mathematics. Basic enough that any spacefaring civilization should recognize it." The bridge fell silent as the message played through the ship's speakers. A series of mathematical sequences followed by fragmented words. "Help. Catastrophic. Population. Extinction. Please." "How long has it been transmitting?" Tom asked. "Based on signal degradation, approximately 3 Earth months," Reed replied. "But the message itself indicates they may only have days remaining before complete systems failure." Commander Jackson, the Dauntless first officer, cleared his throat. "Captain, I must remind you that we're not authorized to engage with unknown alien civilizations. Protocol dictates we report this to Earth Command and await instructions." Tom's eyes never left the pulsing signal on the display. How long would it take for our message to reach Earth and for us to receive a response? "At current interstellar communication speeds, 16 days, sir." "And how long would it take us to reach the source of the distress call?" Reed calculated quickly. "With emergency FTL burn, we could be there in 5 days." Tom stood up, his decision made. "Prepare the engines for emergency burn. Plot a course to the signal's origin." "Captain," Jackson protested, "this could be a trap, or worse, we could be violating some interstellar law we don't even know exists. We're only the 3rd human vessel to venture this far." Tom turned to face his crew. "I understand the risks, but think about what humanity stands for. Throughout our history, whenever someone called for help, no matter how different they were from us, the best of us answered. Space may be vast and alien, but some principles remain constant. We don't leave people to die when we can help, even if they're not human people." The alien vessel drifted in orbit around a dying world. Its once majestic form was now pockmarked with impact craters and radiation burns. Inside, the remaining crew of the Solitude had accepted their fate. Elder Cree, the ship's leader, gazed out at the stars one last time. His species had achieved much in their 5,000 years of space exploration, but now it would end. Their homeworld below, once teeming with life, had been devastated by a passing rogue neutron star. The gravitational distortion had shifted their planet's orbit, triggering catastrophic climate collapse. The colonial fleet had been destroyed during the evacuation attempt. Only the Solitude with its diplomatic mission of 200 souls, remained. And now their life support was failing. Elder, Junior Engineer Mick approached, his translucent skin pale with exhaustion. "Core temperature continues to rise. Cooling systems will fail within 30 hours. Cree nodded. "The distress signal?" "Still transmitting, but we've detected no response. The nearest recorded civilization is too far to reach us in time." Cree looked at the sleeping chambers where the survivors had entered stasis to conserve the remaining resources. "Then we have done all we can." The ship's sensors suddenly blared to life. "Unknown vessel approaching," Mick exclaimed, rushing to the console. It's not matching any known configuration." Cree felt a flutter of hope. "Can you establish communication?" Before Mick could respond, a transmission came through their failing systems. "Alien vessel, this is Captain Tom Wilson of the Earth exploration vessel Dauntless. We received your distress call and are here to render assistance. Please respond." First contact wasn't what humanity had imagined for centuries. There were no formal diplomatic exchanges, no cautious cultural assessments. Instead, human engineers in environmental suits welded alongside alien technicians to repair cooling systems. Human doctors worked with alien medical staff to treat radiation exposure. Human pilots flew shuttles to evacuate the most vulnerable to the Dauntless. Tom watched as his crew moved with purpose, treating the emergency like any other rescue operation. The aliens, calling themselves the Leb, were initially stunned by the humans' willingness to risk their own safety for strangers. Your species came without hesitation. Elder Cree said to Tom as they watched the repair efforts. You had no obligation to us. Tom smiled. That's not how we see it. On Earth, when someone sends an SOS, responding isn't optional. It's who we are. But you could not have known what you would find. We might have been hostile. That was a possibility, Tom admitted. But the risk of finding someone who needed help and doing nothing was worse than the risk of walking into danger. 3 weeks later, the Asterisk, Dauntless Asterisk, and the repaired Asterisk, Solitude Asterisk entered Earth's solar system. The news of first contact, made during a rescue mission, had spread across Earth. When the ships reached the Mars orbital station, they were greeted by cheering crowds. The Len were overwhelmed by humanity's welcome. Their species had always been cautious, methodical in their interactions with others. The human impulse to rush toward danger to help strangers was entirely foreign to them. As Elder Cree addressed the United Earth Council, his words were broadcast to billions. We sent our distress call with no expectation of salvation. We simply hoped that someday someone might find our ship and know that we once existed. Instead, we found humanity, a species that crossed the stars not for conquest or resources, but because someone they had never met was in trouble. In all our explorations, we have never encountered such a response. Perhaps this is why your species has thrived despite your planet's challenges. You do not see the universe as something to fear, but as a community where helping others is not extraordinary but expected. We have lost our home. Because of human courage, our people will live on. And we will never forget that when we sent an SOS into the darkness, humanity answered. Tom sat in the audience listening. The mission had been worth every risk, every broken protocol, because in saving the Len, humanity had shown the stars not just their technology or their courage, but their heart. And that, Tom thought, was humanity's greatest asset among the stars.